Black Compass Media, back live with another one. Shout out to everybody that's out there right now. Everybody's gonna hear me, Tone Bro, checking in. On behalf of the team, of course, man, Black Compass Media, salute the Pole, salute the Cola, salute the my man Polo, of course. And shout out to y'all, man. I hope everybody's having a good summer. It's in the middle of the summer. It's hot everywhere. Bad. It's bad. Allergies, people like myself, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a tough time for all of us. So my prayers to the pollen community, that trouble with the pollen and all that. So shout out to y'all. But a lot of things going on in battle rap, man. I don't even know where to start. I'm being cool because I have to be cool, you know, say on intros and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest, it's so much stuff happening. I need y'all to do me one favor though. Make sure you share the stream, hit us up, Black Compass BCM as well. You know what I'm saying? We have a bunch of content, a bunch of things coming, radio shows, interviews, all of this stuff. Shout out to all of y'all that be in the spaces, tuned into the big speaker. That's where battle rap news is breaking. Okay? Let me say it again. That is where battle rap news is breaking. Okay? If you're not listening to Cola spaces while they're happening, chances are you tuning into the various brothers that hit record and things of that nature. Okay, it's news. You know what I mean? It's like Reuters. It's like AP. Like everybody, you know what I mean, goes to the AP. You know what I mean? But that's the big speak. That's what he got going on. So big shout out to that. Shout out to my man Canova. Walk down coming soon. We out west with it. Big salute to that as well. But I want to get to the things because the brother that we have up here, you know me, I'm backpack tone. I like people with the layers and the context and able to paint a picture and I'm not scared of 4-syllable words and things of that nature. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to y'all. Like I know some of y'all, it bothers y'all when y'all hear certain articulate man you able to express it. I get it. I get it. But this might not be for y'all at certain parts. All right, I get that. But the brother I have up here is one of the premier artists on URLTV.tv. Recent battles against Mike P and C3, along with Pride the Great, which we'll talk about because wow. And also, you know what I'm saying? Like you see him on the stages, things like that. Very articulate brother, very, thoughtful brother on Twitter and things of that nature. So without further ado, we got my man, Kid Chaos. What's going on, bro?
My brother. Let's get straight to the shit. Why in my intro did it have to be a disclaimer that niggas might not fuck with me?
No, I said for the people that's scared of verbiage. They scared of I heard you. I be hearing you in battles. They scared of words. You know what I'm saying? I had to get at them.
I'm fucking with you, man. What's going on, brother?
Hey man, I'm good, man. Life is great. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm definitely it's weird because July is like the middle of the summer, and it's like, yo, it's time to go. It's time to get out there, time to be active, things that nature. Stuff is heating up, literally, metaphorically, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But Kid Chaos, before we get started, man, how we always do, tap in with the fans. How are you doing, bro? That's important for me to know.
I'm doing significantly better than I had been. For the last few months, just as far as mentally, just outside of the culture, outside everything like that, which was a lot what I expressed in the third round versus C3. Shit, life just been lifing, you feel me? And then nigga had to shake it off, basically. As a man, you're gonna figure out a way, you're gonna make shit happen. And
right.
So that's all it is just putting my head down and just making shit happen and getting myself out of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's nobody's responsibility but my own. You know what I'm saying? No matter, regardless of what happens, it's my responsibility to make sure that I get myself in a better mental state. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get up off my ass, pause, and do what I need to do to feel better. And one of those things was getting back in the gym. That was something I was heavy on.
You back in your gym work. Yeah. Talk about it, man.
I'm back. I had to get to it because the thing is, like if anybody who follows my career, you'll literally see there was battles where I was always the skinny guy, whatever. Then for a few battles, I had got like a little solid, right?
Yeah.
And then y'all met me when it tailored back off. When I stopped, when I got out the gym, and that was the reason, the catalyst for it was, to keep it real, a nigga started making a lot of money doing certain shit.
Okay, talk your talk.
So I just didn't even, like, it wasn't even really registering to get my ass up and eat right.
Oh.
And then life started. Damn, it's cool. You hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay,
good
I'm gonna say like it cut out for a second.
Yeah,
but,
and then life started, you say, right?
Yeah, and then life has started. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped working out as much. But that was one of the basically I say all that to say that was one of the main steps to get me to feeling back like myself was to start taking care of myself again.
Okay, I get that. You know what I mean? That mental health is important, especially in this game. The things that are happening right now. I look, I gotta get perspective on that for sure. I always like to understand, like, okay, the current state of the game, because we'll get to the battles. Because I got things I need to say. I got things I need to say about what you've been doing on the court, things of that nature. But be remiss if we did not talk about the current state of affairs. All right. Bags and bodies. First of all, I haven't got your perspective on the show, on the product. I've been doing my own sort of impromptu, getting the pulse of what the other battlers who are on it think about it. But the product that you see so far, what do you think about it? Like what you're seeing? Let's just start there. Bags and bodies.
First of all, big salute to Hitman. He's doing something for the culture that he doesn't necessarily have to. Now, I'm sure it's not a complete loss for him. I'm sure in some way he's hoping to get something back for it in some, monetary way, I'm pretty sure. But regardless, he still didn't have to use this as an investment. You know what I'm saying? He could have found a million other things to invest in and try to get a return product on, but he chose something that it doesn't seem as if he's too interested on getting something back now. He'd rather just give to the culture and then see what it can turn into. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing would be definitely to salute him, man, because what he's doing is amazing for these battlers, giving them these opportunities. I think maybe the rollout should have been, handled a little better. Maybe some of the just the inner workings of it just seemed like it's a little, it's kind of confusing, I guess. I don't think he'd even announced who the season 1 winner was, but season 2 is going on. And then it's we didn't even really see all the stuff from season 1, but we're seeing stuff from season 2. You see what I'm saying? It just feels like it's a little unorganized, I guess. I'm trying to think of a word that doesn't sound like I'm trying to bash it, but just that's probably my one thing. What does it seem like there's some kinks that they still need to iron out as far as the consistency.
I'm anxious to see what the finished product looked like. As a production, I actually liked what I was seeing out of the house now, because it's interesting because it's a reality-based show and battle rap is a reality show on steroids, right? We're all characters in the play, including myself, right? And we all play a role. Now, what becomes difficult is promotion. That seems to be very difficult right now. Why? Because you have people on either side, right? People who just don't say anything. And right now, you got so many things going left right now in battle rap. People, getting highly personal, deviating from what I feel like we all here for. Do you see that as a battle rapper, and what do you kind of attribute that to? Is that the fans' fault? That's the other thing. That's the other kind of question I had about it. Is that our fault? Me, people like me. Yeah, I'm in it too.
Yeah, that's interesting that you say that, because I do feel like the fans are partly to blame, not completely, but I do feel like the fans are part to blame because people are not going to continue to indulge in actions that you don't respond well to. I'm trying to think of the word that you basically give them support for. You know what I'm saying? Like if you boost them up for these actions, they're going to continue to do these things. You know what I'm saying? So I think part of it is fans say they don't want it, but then they pause, they eat it up. You say they don't want it, but it gets the conversation going because everybody talking, everybody retweeting about it. So it's like you don't like it, but you see it's achieving its intended goal, which is to get y'all interested in this match or whatever. So it's like if you don't like it, don't feed into it. But if you do, then continue as on the set of course that you on now.
Because I ain't gonna front. A lot of people might say, because I do interviews based on who I want to interview, basically based on talent, what they have to say, perspectives, things of that nature, right? I might just be like, yo, get off the court. Like, I see you working, bro. Come over here. Let's talk about it. Now, when I put the flyer out with you, and I tell people we got you coming up, they're like, yo, what, Chaos just fought somebody? I said, no. Like, we're gonna talk about the craft and battle rap. Like, as a battler, do you feel like when storylines happen, like with the Piranha situation, things like that, do you feel like that drowns out your ability as a battler to market, or did you feel like that adversely affects the game for the rest of the battlers?
When something is more difficult, it tends to breed ingenuity, right? I say that to say, yeah, it probably might make it more difficult for somebody like me, but it also gives me opportunities to think of more creative ways to bring fans in. You know what I'm saying? So it may actually unlock something. Like, who knows? Like, I mean, that's not like 100% my focus at the moment, but once it is, it just make me try to think of ways like how do I get and grow my fan base without indulging in this shit? You know, because it's not my thing. I don't do a lot of back and forth. If we're gonna go there, we're gonna go there. Otherwise, right. I like to debate. Anybody know me? I like to do that. I don't like to argue though. Like I don't I don't argue. Like whatever's gonna happen, we gonna do that. Like we ain't doing none of that shit. And I ain't even getting into to all the shit with, you know what I'm saying, with the situation that happened in there.
Sure.
I ain't saying nothing about bruh, you feel what I'm saying? However, you know what I'm saying? Like I you feel how you feel. But I'm just saying for me personally, I don't get into none of that. So, you know, you just got to think of ways outside of that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that just comes from getting on stage and killing shit. Like, to be completely honest, like, just getting on stage and killing shit. That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just once I get back in that bag to really consistently beating people in the fans' eyes.
Yes.
It really don't matter.
Right. Okay. So I got your perspective on that because like I said, it's been like, in my opinion, it's been two battle rap stories that's just been dominating the headlines, right? The controversy with Easy, and then this recent controversy with Bags and Bodies, and the various altercations that took place, right? So it kind of drowns out some of the work. Here at Black Compass Media, we here to shed light on everything that is occurring, everything that's happening, sir. That third round against C3 must be addressed. I don't know if people are properly addressing what happened in this battle. First of all, your domestic violence run is impeccable. But I would love to know. I know. You respect women until it's like, you know, bars that got to be thrown. I know.
Hey, I respect women regardless. I don't think I go up there and do nothing crazy.
Yeah, I know. Equal rights is equal rights, but I get it. But that third round, walk me through that because I've seen a lot of people talk about it. In fact, when we started this, ZM talk, like that's immediately the first thing. This Kid Chaos third round for C3 is powerful as fuck. So what made you take that approach with her? And she is a formidable MC, and I actually appreciate the fact that you was treating it like how it was supposed to be treated. So so walk us through that third.
I mean, for one, yeah, of course I'm gonna treat it that way. She just won the Remy Ma tournament. You feel me?
Right.
So when they called me for her, that was like the selling point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, this C3, she just did it. I'm like, okay, you know, like, you know, Oz is on it right now. So yeah, let me kick ass. And you know, just to keep it all the way real, as I was writing for her, I was like real, like in just a weird spot. You feel what I'm saying? Mentally. So I'm trying to write. And one night I pull up into the garage and I just sit there and I'm just typing on my phone writing. And I start writing the third. But I'm not writing it thinking it's gonna be a battle round. I'm literally just getting out feelings. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm getting out feelings, I'm getting out emotions. But just how my mind works, anytime I'm in battle mode, it's like my mind is like low-key in the background. Not even really like I'm conscious of it, but it's like my mind is low-key in the background, always trying to figure out connections of whatever I'm looking at, whoever I'm talking to, whatever, connected to the battle that I'm working. So as I'm writing, it then pops in my head that she was kind of in a similar spot. So I'm like, okay, there's something I can do with this. So that's kind of when the light bulb goes off, when that kind of connection connects in my mind. So then I kind of stop. I get high real quick. I just kind of sit back and I'm like, you know, letting myself.
You said you stop. You get high real quick. Yeah. Talk about it. Yeah.
Got high, and I'm just like, all right, let me see what my mind can do. And it just started. It started like my mind basically started showing the dichotomy between what I'm going through and how it probably or it could have went for her. You know, I don't know for sure. But how it was likely to occur from her, just from simply how people are likely to view both of us going through something like that, you know. And then from there, then just everything just clicked. Oh, wait a second, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's also Pride Month. It's like everything just started. I'm like, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this just works on so many levels. Like I feel like I I don't know how to describe it, but every now and then I'll write around or write something that's like, I'm supposed to say this right now. Like, whatever is like, I'm agnostic, so I don't know. I don't know if God exists or don't exist, whatever. But whoever's in charge, I was supposed to say that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just too many things lined up perfectly. Right. And then not only just that, rapping it, it just released a lot for me. You feel what I'm saying? Just actually, just me personally, rapping that shit out loud, even if nobody would have reacted, it was like a weight off my shoulder.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could tell. I mean, it seemed like that. I mean, it was definitely a powerful approach. I don't think many people, like, it's tough to actually, you know, especially sensitive subjects and stuff like that. Like, you know, but do you feel like people are appreciating the stuff, the content that you come with? Because I get this sense of, like, even reading the tweets and seeing stuff, it's like this sense of, like, for lack of a better term, like almost frustration, like, damn, y'all not catching this. Like, you know what I mean? Even when you're on stage, sometimes it's like you're saying layered shit and it's either a delayed reaction or they're not. You know what I mean? It don't seem like it's that as much interaction, like, or maybe you don't see it that way. But I want to know your perspective on that. You feel like your writing is being appreciated?
Yeah, it is. It just depends on who I'm standing in front of and how much the crowd likes that person over me. And I know motherfuckers hate to hear that or whatever, but it's like, show me the difference in between the material I had for Sheed and the material I had for Mike.
Right.
It's very similar shit. Very similar, just as creative and trying to play around and have fun, all that shit. That crowd saw me and Sheed as people they both fucked with. There was nobody they fucked with super more over or whatever the case may be like that. So they just listen.
Right.
They listen, they rock with me. Now, I would definitely say it's at least about the third round with the Mike battle. And I didn't fuck up in the Sheed battle either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got all the material out clean. So that was that was of course a big, but that didn't occur until the third with Mike. The first two, I'm getting, I'm rapping. It's just like, some shit landed and some shit is just like, and I exactly don't know why. Like, there's like the O-Red and Fonz battle, the Bill and Sheed battle, a few battles from that card when niggas was rapping, the crowd just wasn't as engaged as they should have been. I don't know what it was. Like, certain ones that was going crazy, like Twerk and Chef Trez, the room is shaking. But it's like other niggas like Fonz up, they bombing. O-Red rapping is like, You know what I'm saying? It's just like the crowd was just, you know what I'm saying? Was just I don't really understand what was going on with the outside card. Like, the crowd was just like here and there, like again.
Yeah, it was iffy. It's like it's hard to know what that room was. I'm going to the outside cards. I kind of feel like that. And definitely lately, even with the one round, it's like you don't know what the crowd is actually going to be related. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you did the whole with Mike, when you said like you got hot, cooled off, I can't stand breaks, like AC units matter. Like, what? I gather more wins with half the fan base. I said, God damn. Like, that was crazy.
You got hot, cooled off, stand breaks. So AC units matter when I gathered more wins with half the fan base. Like, that's fucking crazy,
bruh.
But it's just like,
and that brings me to this comment, Mr. J2, sir, what's going on with you, man? J2 says sometimes you rap too good for your own good, Brody. Interesting. You rap too good. He raps too much, right? I used to get frustrated because I was Writers Block vice president, you know what I'm saying, a couple years in a row. So I was the guy. I was the backpack guy. So I used to get frustrated by that comment. But it's probably something you've heard before. What do you hear when somebody says that? Sometimes you rap too good for your own good.
And for one, shout out to J2, that's my nigga. But let's dissect that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My goal in battle rap is to be an individual, right? I try to be as unique as possible and push the envelope and give battle rap as a culture things and bars and, I don't know, creativity that they just haven't come across, right? Because I was always under the impression that that's what they appreciated, right?
Right.
Then my intricate ways got me here. That's the only reason I'm at URL is because of how crazy I perform and write and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Then once I got here, it started to seem like at certain points, niggas was like, all right, now sound like this now. Now you here, so now sound like this. And it's like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get all. I'm not saying nothing about constructive criticism or things I need to work on. I'm not saying like that. But I'm saying the sense of literally the way you rap, your creativity, what makes you unique, change that. That's what I just don't understand. It's like there's literally no way we're going to progress if everybody attempts the same thing. If I have to be the martyr for it, if I have to be the crash dummy, the fall guy, I'll be that. But that's just part of who I am as a creator, as an artist, bro. I like to try to be different. That's where the default thing came from. That's where a lot of the bars I try to do. Some of them land, some of them don't. But that's me just trying to be creative and witty. Like the people that I respect, the Pat Stays, rest in peace, Hollow the Don, all of the people that I look up to and influence me to be an artist or be a rapper, they were creative. They took chances, and it feels like there was a time when niggas fucked with that. And then now it's gotten to a time where it's like, niggas not.
Bro, not to cut you off. Even Murder Mook, Serious Jones with the commercial, when he takes a commercial break in the middle of the round, does Murder Mook do that in 2023 in this rigid fan mind of everything needs to be a punchline and a haymaker? I don't know. But knowing how a stubborn Mook is, he probably like, say, fuck it, this is hot. I'm Murder Mook. Never. But 2023, is he doing that? Do we see people taking the risk? That's a great perspective right there. That's a great. I don't see that. Not enough of it.
I don't think so. I think you have the Fracks. I know that's random, but Frack is. I sit back and I watch Frack, and I be like, he is one of the best people at thinking of the most creative way to get a point across, and he does it usually flawlessly, where he can like think of, okay, this is what I want to say to you. What is the most unique way I can say this? And, and I'm talking about the bars land, the weight, like everything is just, it just works. Like, so I feel like people like him, you have some people that I get appreciated. Maybe it's just not something that is as advantageous being on Smack. You know, maybe that's the give and the take.
Talk about that.
I'm not saying
do you personally, I mean, okay, well, you know,
hold on,
it's not a pejorative.
Remember that question, but let me clarify something.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
I'm not saying that there's like I don't like URL, nothing like that. I feel like people are going to try to twist that into something that's not.
Sure.
Like that might be one of the give and takes of being on URL, is that maybe they want your material to sound a little more like this, because of this is what the fan base usually wants. And I understand it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying I think maybe on URL, certain things aren't as appreciated as they will be other places.
Right. So I think like I got two points on that too. I think one, it as a fan, as an analyst, as media, I do feel like it's a little bit more rigid in terms of what you can do and even what you can book. Right. I did the card challenge, right? Where I took two previous cards way back when, RBE, URL, KOTD. I took off the names, took off the stampage, anything like that, right? And I even removed some of the battles where you like, okay, I know these two people only battle on KOTD, so whatever, right? All overlap, right? And this could happen, these battles could happen anywhere, right? And I have people kind of guess where these things are, or I just would put a URL on one of those, like, oh, that's whack. That's a whack card. Take the same card, put RBE on it. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what makes fans do that, right? But then the other thing is, do you feel like it's just rigid in terms of you can't be experimental on URL because it's so competitive? Could that be a kind of a reason why?
I think it's just more, again, what the fan base is kind of used to as a whole and used to from you as an artist. If they have you painted into a certain box as an artist, as an MC, it's going to be more difficult for them to accept you trying to do anything different. See what I'm saying? So if people don't know their history on me, they may see me do my little jokey, sarcastic shit or whatever and not understand this is me kind of being jokey and sarcastic. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that plays a part in it, but I think essentially it's just the fan base that has been gathered here.
Right.
This is the thing that they're kind of, you know what I'm saying, they their ears perk up to. You know what I'm saying? Is a certain type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, it can have different, you know what I'm saying, ingredients in it, but overall, this is the meal they want. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And I get it. I love it here. And this is what I fought for years for, was to get here and be in this position. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy no stranger to me, bro. Like having to prove niggas wrong is like, man, since I was a kid, bro. This shit literally don't be. If any, like all my niggas who be around me, they know like I don't be giving a fuck, bro. I give a fuck in a sense of I do want people to appreciate what I do and shit like that. What I'm just saying is I don't give a fuck about trying new shit. Like that shit don't bother me, bro.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Man, that shit a nigga ain't gonna do that to me. And they don't never. I don't lose no money. I don't lose no women. Like, bro, it literally no way. My kids be good.
There's a moment in the Mike P battle, right? There's a moment in the Mike P battle where you getting into the race angle, right? Where he's trying to call you out for being articulate. You sound white, that's a great angle, by the way. I don't care what nobody say. As a person that always got that growing up, I used to what you sound white, like from the, you know what I mean? Whatever. If you got any type of vocabulary as a shorty, you grew up in the hood, white boy. That's just what's gonna happen. Whatever. Let's not be PC.
So you beat enough niggas' ass, because it's the thing, right? I'm gonna keep it real, because I can't even act like that's something I heard a lot growing up, because a lot of the shit that I was into. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like I think it would be more of the reverse. It was more like niggas would meet me and get to talking to me, be like, "This how you talk?"
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you chaos. This how you talk? Like, yeah, nigga. Like, I beat you the fuck up. Like, what the,
beat you articulately.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Even besides that, the times that has like been something that's said to me, it's always been awkward, right? So he didn't come out to be clear. He didn't come out and explicitly say, "You sound articulate. You sound white."
That's what I was gonna get to, because I didn't cut you. That's how I like how you did that. Like even if you didn't explicitly say it, like you know what I'm saying, like you insinuated it. Like that shit was fire. That whole segment was dope. It shut that down because he was trying to cut it off before you got to the shit. But that's, to me, that's veteran shit. When you did like, that freestyle, that was veteran shit.
I knew what Mike P was gonna attempt to do when I brought it up. You see what I'm saying? And I already kind of knew also how fans would look at it, because I literally was getting messages and tweets and all this shit about what not to say to Mike. Literally.
What not to say to Mike.
What not to say to Mike. Niggas are literally hitting me up. Like, I don't know, like, niggas really been feeling bad for Mike, I guess. I don't know, like, niggas, whatever he went through, you know what I'm saying, in battle rap, niggas were really, like, I guess, tired of niggas fucking with him. So, like, I got hit up so many, and I'm sure nobody ever hit niggas up about me, like, bro, do not keep talking about the way he raps. Everybody talks about the way he raps. We're getting tired of hearing that shit. Come up with a different angle. Nobody's, but niggas, don't bring up race. Don't bring up his girl, da-da-da-da. Now, his girl, I was never interested in bringing up. Like, that shit ain't, to me, that's not relevant to battle rap for me. And it's an overused angle. Now, if I fucked her or something, then I still wouldn't do it. I'm going to keep it real. No, I'm going to keep it real. I still wouldn't do it.
Stay solid.
But I still wouldn't do it. That's just not how I get down.
Right.
But it just wasn't interesting to me to bring up, like, there's nothing of value there for me as an artist to break down you as a man. Like, like your girl had sex with somebody before she met you. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, at least me personally. Again, me personally, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, would that matter to me if I heard it? No.
Exactly. Yeah.
It only mattered when Ryder said it because he was the man involved. Right. And it was like the rest, but everything after that literally was just like, I get it, it's battle rap, but like logically speaking, it's nothing, bro. So I didn't want to, but the race thing, I wasn't even gonna bring that up either. But when he is speaking directly to me, and he said something where he sounded super white. I can't remember what he said. He just sounds like, bro, what? You such a dude. You know what I'm saying? And then what he says is, you more dude than me. I'm like, okay. So I didn't say that because immediately in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work something with that, because that's odd. That's a really odd statement to make. Because what did you mean when you said that? Because what he told me is, now, y'all tell me if y'all believe this. What he told me is, this nigga told me he thought that because of my locks and the way my hair is cut. So I'm gonna show y'all big forehead and all. This is how my hair is cut. This is how my hair is cut. He says this is a surfer look.
There's a lot going on here that's wrong.
I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
who's like, your haircut and your locks is like a surfer look. So
what?
In my mind, this is what I'm thinking. Hold on. Now, let's go with this because you know me, I'm a debating nigga. So I didn't want to get into it right then in the moment because he was doing an interview when he told me this. So I'm just like, that's another thing. This was after the battle too when he told me this. So I'm like, that just doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna let you do your interview. In my mind. So you're saying I look like a white guy who has locks and surf? That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Where do you think those white guys who get locks get their look from? So you telling me I look like the white man copying me? That's what you're saying. I look like the white man copying me.
Yeah.
And that's what
appropriated the appropriation.
Yeah, like you telling me that's what makes me more of a dude. Like, if you believe it, that's cool with you, bro. Run with that, bro. I feel like logically, anybody who's like looking at this objectively, that makes no sense. It doesn't even make a little bit of sense. Where it's like, okay, I kind of see that. It's not even like there's this big fucking group of white surfers with locks and fades. Like, where do you see that at? You don't even see that nowhere. But that's the excuse he get. And because, again, niggas started pitying, bro, what they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a stupid angle. I don't know what Chaos was talking about.
Yeah. Bro, it was like stalling him out, like that type of energy. Like,
yeah, it was like, man, the race angles played out. He said it to me. So basically what y'all saying now is, if a white boy coming to the culture, and I'm not saying he said this, let's be very clear, he didn't say this, but I'm just saying white boy came to culture and be like, man, fuck you, you big nose, water meat eating motherfucker, right? I can't rap about it because now I'm talking about race shit.
Yeah, you talk about race shit. Yeah.
Nigga, like, he said it directly to me. He said, I know. You know what I'm saying? This is not like I pulled this out of the air like, oh, you battled so-and-so and said he was black. What did you mean by that? I didn't make up no shit. It was something this nigga said directly to me. And I'm like, nigga, what you mean I'm more of a dude than you? What did you think I meant when I said you're such a dude? What did you think I meant? Nigga, how can I be more of that than you? What are you talking about? But again, it's a narrative thing. People don't care about logic and what actually makes sense. It's who's popular. Whoever is popular is like Rick and Morty has this fucking tweet. I mean, not this fucking tweet. This saying that I love that I tweeted. It's Rick was talking to fucking Morty about something, and Morty was like, "Yeah, nobody want to give you the satisfaction of being right. Even when you are right, nobody want to tell you you're right because they don't fuck with you." And he was like, "Yeah, that's why." He was like, "Yeah, people want who they right. People want who they like to be right. That's why popular people are fucking dumb." And I love that quote so fucking much because that's so real.
That was crazy.
People, bro, he said people want who they like to be right. That's why popular people are fucking dumb. Bro, that makes so much sense, bro.
It does.
And that's literally all battle rap has turned into. They want who they like to be the winner. And that's why you got a lot of niggas who are popular and stupid or say stupid shit that just don't make sense. Like, what are you talking about, bro? That didn't make sense. But you're just saying it because you're popular and you know you can get away with it. Think about it. Like, we it's over with for us now. You know, Swamp and Verb got their thing going on. But like when me and Verb was going at it, that used to say shit that was literally lies or that didn't make no sense. And niggas will be in the comments like, boy, Verb be saying it. Boy, Verb, I'm like, he's literally lying. I'm telling you it's a lie, and I'm showing you the proof it's a lie. You still going with it.
Right.
Nigga, what, like, niggas' brains be fried, bro. Niggas' brains be fried enough.
That is
you got to turn it up, man. I was trying to.
Yeah, I know. He was cool. He was cool, and then yeah. We definitely
got to turn it up because niggas is dumb, bro. Like when I really get on the topic of how ignorant and small-minded, short-sighted, and just biased people are, it literally burns me up. I don't know how it is to be so invested into something that I will allow myself to become a sheep. Nothing will affect me that much where no matter what it says or does, I'm going to be on its side. Nothing. I don't care if you're going against somebody I don't like. If the person I don't like and you I'm cool with says something real, I'm going to say that's real. I'm going to say I don't like you, but that's real. Prime example. Jims had put up this shit about
the straight pride stuff.
Yeah. I knew it was a shirt. I was trying to remember.
Yeah, the straight pride.
Straight pride shirt, right? I thought that was corny. I thought that was corny to end Pride Month, put up a shirt that say straight pride or whatever. It seems like you're trying to white lives matter the situation. And to me, that's corny. Yeah. Now, there's nothing wrong with just on a random fucking day, you be like, man, I'm proud to be straight. Nigga, I am too. Goddamn, we proud to be.
Yeah, but like most people, 85% of people on earth, like, but
yeah. But right? It seems like you were doing it as a time to retaliate against it, right? But later on, he posted some men out of the pride parade with their dicks out in front of kids. And I completely disagree with that. Like, no.
We don't do that.
We don't, you know what I'm saying? So, literally, I retweeted it and said, oh, this is some bullshit, whatever. But then he responded, see, this is a good response, Chaos. I'm like, yeah, I still think the shirt you threw on was stupid. But you see what I'm saying? I still like to say, even if you agree with me, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, I'ma still be objective and keep it real. Like, bro, I don't agree with what all of your views or whatever, but this is real. I can't act like it's not. And basically saying I could not be one of those people trapped into what other people's whims are. Because that's ultimately what you end up doing. When you blindly follow somebody, you trap yourself to their whims. Wherever the wind blows them, you're now going with them. You have no streamlined thought of your own, and I just can't understand it. I can't comprehend why in any way that would make you feel proud to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick by this person who I don't know. In a lot of those cases, who I don't know, they saying shit that's wrong, but I like them, so I'm just gonna like run with it. I never be, and I usually stop fucking with people who do shit like that. Like, I can't even rock with you if you move like that.
Yo, like you just out of pocket, like you don't know what to do.
Yeah, like that's weird to me.
Man, the pride of great, man. My capabilities make men make amends and make amenities. So amen to me, because that be the better way to make me an enemy. Like that's just disgusting. I know it's fans like me that are gonna appreciate it. But there's fans that are like, oh, it's not direct. I don't care. I feel like you kind of use that battle in a way to do what we were just talking about in terms of experiment a little bit, like introducing that stanza right there is disgusting. And it's just like but see, it's fucked up though, because as more of a lyrical person that ages really well, right? You may see sometime down the line somebody clip that and be like, okay, Chaos is going crazy out of nowhere, right? But at the moment, it's like a lot of people aren't as perceptive to it. So in that battle, did you kind of use that to be like, I'm gonna experiment with a couple things, maybe I add a few things to repertoire? Like, what was the motivation going to that one?
You're an astute observer, bro. You're like, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I can literally scroll in this little group chat I got and show when I was preparing for this battle, I said, this battle, I'm gonna just kind of show off my rapping ability in certain ways. But I'm really not worried about trying to really attack him or nothing like that. I just really want to show niggas I can rap. Because it's gonna be on YouTube, it's gonna give me things I can clip up and all that. I was literally trying to think it all the way out. It was like, so I'm just gonna like this rap. You feel what I'm saying? So it's so funny you picked up on that, because that was literally my objective, to go in there and just rap.
That boy, listen, shout out to Pride of Great, but man, if I had to do, for the people that didn't watch the Pride of Great battle versus Kid Chaos, first of all, go watch it. If I had to give you a visual of what it looks like, it's like, you know, if you got an older brother and he just put his hand on your forehead and you can't punch him, there was nothing you was going to be able to do with what he was doing, bro. Like, it's not even you know what I'm saying? So in them type of situations, right? Okay, use that experimentation, but when you go in there, you give it a shot. Is it just to outside of that? Is part of the objective to kind of make this person rethink what they, you know what I mean, what they doing up there to kill him, whatever? Like, does that even cross your mind when you taking that type of matchup? Because man,
nah, it never crosses my mind to try to kill their career. Do whatever the fuck you want to do after you battle me. You just can't beat me. I want to make sure you understand I'm literally one of the best to ever do this. You're not gonna come to me as an amateur and be able to do this better than me. You're not.
Talk to me. Yeah, talk.
So therefore, I'm gonna pull up and make sure I show that. You can't look at none of my small league battles and listen to the bars and be like, yeah, Chaos took this light. Nope. I don't say bars. I don't do none of that. Ask anybody who write with me, because like I have them group chats and we send bars back and forth to each other. Like, yo, I got this bar. What y'all think? I send a bar. He's like, bro, you got to save that. No, I don't. I'll come up with something else.
If me and the fellas playing basketball at the Y, right? And I got my homeboy Jaquan. He's nice. Step back threes, all that. He nasty. If Jimmy Butler walk in that gym, I expect work. Like, it's going to be a tough day. It should be a tough day for everybody involved on that court. That's how I feel. So when I see people of your caliber take matchups, you're giving shots, cool, but you got to let them know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the fact that you went out there like that, because it's like it almost does disservice to the game when people don't take it that seriously. Because it's like some people kind of need to be like told, like, nah, this ain't.
Second, bro.
Oh yeah, can you hear me? Can you? Oh yeah, you kind of frozen. Hold up. Let me make sure he's Chaos. I'm gonna make sure you good, bro. And I got you. Give it a thumbs up soon as you get. Shout out to all the people here. Make sure you tune in to Kid Chaos. I think Chaos, leave and come back, bro, and you'll be all good. Just leave and come back. But shout out to all of y'all. If people want to get up here too to talk to Kid Chaos as well as other little subjects and things like that, man. The post is out here, right here for y'all. So Kid Chaos, you frozen still, bro. Leave, come back. All right. So big shout out to y'all. But nah, what do y'all on top of that? Like, I see some people say Kid Chaos needs his own podcast. I'm definitely gonna ask him about that. And who would y'all want to see him battle? Right. This is what we here for. Battle rap, timing, and energy. Who would y'all want to see Kid Chaos battle next? That's for all the people that's in the chat here. Make sure you follow us, Black Compass Media. You know what I'm saying? Black Compass BCM on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We respond to everything. Radio show. Yes, Sandman. Yes, there will be, radio show activities and things of that nature. Shout out to my man Pose. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get all that together. But as soon as Chaos is back, then we back. Then we good. I want to know y'all thoughts on the Born Legacy card as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. So I'm gonna get Kid Chaos thoughts on that. I think bro is official now. Kid Chaos, you back?
Right. My bad, man. Internet connection good, crazy. You good?
It's all good. It's all good. Nah, you good. You good. Yeah, I don't know if you were gonna cut in there or anything like that, but it's just like
saying, my bad.
Yeah, we were talking about like when you go and visit small leagues and you going against the guy that may be the guy over there, but you kind of got to go in there. You a pro, so it's different expectations for you in terms of hold on. I think phone might have. Bro, I think your phone might have got clipped. Hold on. I think okay, he official. He official.
What the fuck is going on? This shit
my guy. Yeah.
This shit
man. Nah, it's brutal. It's all good, man. It's all good. But yeah, no, we just talking about going to visit the other you know what I mean, like the local,
the small leagues.
Yeah,
that's basically essentially what goes through my mind is you gotta get put down, big dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, wish nothing but the best for you. Again, I ain't trying to stop your career or nothing like that, but I ain't about to give you, because I think we both talked about this. I battled a 1 round against a nigga on like a week prep and notice and shit like that, and Stone choked and shit, and Keys, I think his name was.
Yeah, Keys, yeah.
He ran around trying to make it seem like it was something more than it was. And I was like, you know what? I will never give one of these niggas that opportunity to say that shit about
do it. Hey, listen, going back to my Jimmy Butler analogy, if I cross him up and he falls and I make a shot, I'm never going to not talk about it. Literally every time we play basketball, I'm gonna tell you about the time I made Jimmy Butler fall, because that's just what that's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get to this, because we got a URL card coming up, Born Legacy as well. So shout out to all the people that's gonna be out there for that. So make sure y'all tune in. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of battles. You know what I mean? And it's right outside, man. It's, you know what I mean? Where we at? Carolina. I want to get the whole what do you say? Truth Lounge, Raleigh, North Carolina, things of that nature. First of all, I know it's North Carolina, but what, were you busy or something? Like, what's going on? It's not much.
I don't know.
Carolinians.
Matter of fact, let me see if I can talk about the battle I was supposed to do, because I was booked. I was booked for Gnome and for the Born Legacy joint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and both the battles fell through. So give me just a second. Let me see something real quick.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So I like literally, I'm calling bro live and be like, listen, if I bring it up, I'm gonna bring it
live,
up,
ladies and gentlemen. Black Compass Media.
If you gonna pick up the phone. Because I want to tell y'all what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can.
You don't know if you can. Okay.
I don't know if I can. But basically, I was supposed to be on the card. I'll say that. I was supposed to be on the card, and it was gonna be some crazy shit for Carolina. It was gonna be some crazy shit for Carolina.
Okay.
But the battle fell through. So I might try and pull up though.
Okay. Now we got a bunch of battles on the card. First thing I want to start actually with is a 3-on-3. Interesting, right? Again, we talked about battle rap fans not liking innovation. Sometimes you have to take a chance. This is interesting. I want to see how it plays out. But what is your perspective as a battler? And like, would you even take a battle like this 3-on-3 matchup? What do you think?
You slick as hell.
Yeah, no, you know I am. I am.
Yeah. It was gonna be 2 3-on-3s on that card. I'm pretty sure I can say that. So that was gonna be in the other one.
Oh, you were gonna be in the other 3-on-3.
Yeah. So obviously I would do it. I was about to. Aside from that, like it did seem like it would be interesting how I would approach it. Because again, I'll think about like what is the most creative way you can approach this? Not just what dope bars can come up with. What is an interesting approach of battling on teams with each other? You know what I'm saying? You're not essentially battling 3 people. You're kind of battling one person on the opposite team. But still, it's like, what is the creative way you can approach that? And I had some ideas. I'll just say that.
You had some ideas? Okay. Arsenal, Shotgun, Suge, O-Red versus Ease, Hansel, and Authentic. What do you think is going to like? I don't know. Is it a winner loser thing that we would predict on this, or who do you think? What trio do you think would be better?
Yeah, like what trio do you think is going to get?
Yeah,
more rounds basically. And I'm with the new gunners. I ain't gonna cap.
With the new guys. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. I think my nigga Ease and is Ease Hansel. Who else?
Ease Hansel, Authentic.
Yeah, man. I think they'll at least get 2 of those. Yeah. I fuck with all 3 of them brothers. Like, I think they'll at least get 2, man. Ease gets
I think even though Team Jersey they don't all rap alike, right? But there's they're familiar with each other's styles. I think the fact that Ease, Hansel, and Authentic, there's so much distance in between those styles that we may end up getting some cold creative shit for them. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to go against Team Jersey though. But,
I think people have to remember it's not like they have to mesh their material.
Right.
They don't necessarily have to mesh it. Now they may come up with clever things to ad lib one another or something like that, but essentially it's just you rap around, they can rap around. You know what I'm saying? You can still be yourself and don't even have to be next to each other, near each other, work on moves and performances and nothing. Just write your shit and go in there and rap. And I think off of that, they'll at least get 2.
Right.
Now I don't know which person is battling which person. I guess
that's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be that's the like the mystery. That's the fun part of this. Is like,
yeah, for sure.
What if it's like matchup nightmares going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like what if you get an Ease and Suge, and like Ease is he's a little bit more laid back comedic, and Suge is on 1,000, right? Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's interesting to say the very least. But yeah, so you go with the new guys. All right, so Flair Soul and Danny Myers. This might be one of them, but
I think it definitely could be if the crowd is as receptive to bruh as they were against Nitty. It's gonna absolutely be one of those. Absolutely, he has the bars to do it. You know what Danny do. Danny don't never slack. So it's like, for the most part. So it's like, hey, I think I'm definitely gonna go with Danny. I think it could be a Rum Nitty situation. I saw Anwar saying that it was clear Rum Nitty against Flair, and I understand that's how he feels. I don't think that was clear. I do edge it to Nitty, but I think that 3rd round could have went either way. So I say it's an edge to Nitty. I don't think he clearly beat bro. So if it's going to be another one of those, I think it'll be a similar outcome. Like he does really good, but I'll probably edge the battle of the Danny.
Okay. All right, so None versus Real Deal. A little bit of white on white crime. We appreciate that as well. Shout to that.
Yeah, I'm going none 2-1, possibly 3-0.
Look at you, see, and this is the problem right now. We just get biased immediately. We just Carolina, we just
No. For the only way that you would assume that's biased is if you assume none can beat them. That's the only way that you can think that that's biased.
You said possible 3-0 against Real Deal?
Possible. So you saying Real Deal is the only battle rapper that's impossible to 30?
No, I'm not saying that. Then
it can't be
possible and probable. You know what? Let me correct it. Possible, probable. There's like 3-0. No, absolutely not. I'm betting against that every time. Real Deal? This is dude.
Niggas,
he resigned the title.
It was on band.
The throne.
Yeah, facts. Like, niggas who knew about the band battle with Rum Nitty and None, the niggas who knew, everybody was thinking Rum Nitty was gonna walk over None, and they had one of the best battles on the band joint. They said like me and B-Dot, JC and Sick, None and Rum Nitty were like one of the best as far as back and forth. Like the other ones like Bodies kind of, but it's like that was the best back and forth. So I feel like you give None that, and who can you name that has walked on None?
Walked on him? In my opinion, but that was early. I'm
about to say, okay, you got to go back to 2015.
Yeah, that was.
You got to go back to 2015 to find anybody that you can say walked on him, he has battled legends since then. So Real Deal is the one legend that he just can't possibly get.
I don't think he's going. I'm saying that I don't think it's going to be a walk type of situation. Like if I had to guess, I'm going to keep it all the way real. I rock with everybody, right? Rock with both of the brothers. But if I had to guess who is more likely to not win a round, that's not going to be Real Deal. It's not.
Yeah, you would say none. That's based off skill or based off tenure?
Skill, pure skill, unadulterated skill, veteran ability to pick you apart, to paint a contrast, to make the shit that you think you do well sound stupid and point it back to the crowd and say, watch him do that exact same thing. So your rounds look weaker.
And who has he done that to where it won him the battle clear?
Shit, I mean, look at the KOTD run. All the title defenses. I mean, that was his sauce. Was
it like 2 of those wins they saying he got?
Man, we ain't doing that.
I'm just saying, was it like 2 of those wins they were saying he shouldn't have won?
Man, Real Deal won them battles, man. We ain't doing that.
I can't remember which one because I get them confused, but there was one that I 100% felt Chilla won, and there was another one where I could see the debate.
You can see it. Okay, yeah.
I can't remember which ones it was, but it was one of them. I was like, nah, bro, Chilla won. The other one where I was like, nah, that was close. I get it. That was close. I can't remember which ones was it, but yeah.
Got a shout out from the homie Real Sick. You know what I'm saying? One of the best.
Oh my God!
Shout out to my dog, one of the best in this shit. So shout out to Sick. You know what I'm saying? And things like that, man. Because I it's interesting too because just a little detour because we talked about like 4 new guys on the card. I feel like again we do the class comparison, right? Top 3 URL classes all time. It's very different.
Off the top of my head, I know the 3.
I do too. Well, you're gonna make me mad. What's your 3?
The initial PG class with John B. Magic, all of them.
Goated.
They goated. Saga, T-Top, Briz, that class, and then mine.
Wait, so I'm
not saying in any order. I'm just saying those are the top 3.
Those are the 3. Okay, I'm not mad at that 3. Although I think Jack, Twerk, Snake, Ryder, the whole Goonies era, Trez, that's when Trez debuted.
I thought Twerk kind of pulled up solo though. Like I didn't think he was like really part of the class.
He was in that group. It was like
they was already bumping before him, wasn't it? Like they was already on URL.
But it was around the same type.
No, you can't do that, bro.
It was in the same time.
It was Jack, already.
Ryder, Trez, yeah. They was in the same.
You can't add Twerk.
I'm adding Twerk. He in that same group.
Niggas was on before Twerk. You can't add Twerk.
Yo, I guarantee the Jack battle and the Twerk battle, it was not that much distance between Twerk and Dougie and Jack and Fetty. Guaranteed.
Okay. I feel you. I'm not as far as maybe timing, but what I'm saying is, I feel like them niggas had already moved on. Like, you can't say I'm in your class and y'all niggas done moved on already. Then I gotta catch up and I'm in your class. Them
Listen,
niggas
you know how high school works. Sometimes that ninth grader play on varsity. He's still in your class. Yeah.
You can't do that, bro. So you basically saying Twerk was in the slow class. You saying Twerk was in the slow class?
I said Twerk is in the advanced class. Don't do that. I said he playing varsity. Okay, basketball. Okay. The basketball. Everybody else, we playing freshman, JV, or that.
Being on the same team doesn't mean you're in the same class. Yeah, you play on varsity, but when y'all go to biology class, you're not in the same biology class as them. Y'all just play on varsity together.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? They was on the same team, but in different classes. Come on, Chaos. They was on the same team, but in different classes, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about?
I'm not doing this. No. So then what class Twerk is? Him? Okay, you know what class Twerk is really? The class he's really actually is like, because remember they had that like that where that card took place, it was mad PGs, Gutta, Reaper Rel, damn, who else is in that group? Saint Mike. They all came in at the same. You know what? You're right.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Jack Classic, Blue Ease, and all them. Like, that was a good class. But I feel like if you ranking, you got to do the only three I feel like should be in discussion is Ultimate Madness 1 class, Grizz, T-Top, Chess, Saga, Prep, all that class, Prez Mafia, all them, or John, B Magic, JC. You know what I'm saying? Them. That's the only three in conversation, bro.
I'm gonna keep it very tall. That Steams, Brooklyn Carter, J Murder class, them they was fire.
They were fire, but you know, but if it's just on talent, that's a different conversation. I thought this is an overall what class?
No, it's overall because I would say y'all the y'all class specifically, right? And now whether or not we want to say COVID played a part, I think it did in a way, but
it absolutely did.
It doesn't, but it doesn't take away from what
it can't take away. It absolutely plays a part, and it can't take away because we held the culture down. Not URL, not just a couple. I want to be very clear. The entire culture of battle rap was on Ultimate Madness 1 back. Facts. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Battle rap wasn't doing nothing. There was nothing going on. Y'all could not get y'all fix of battle rap without Ultimate Madness 1 for like 3-4 months without our class. And what do? We ushered in an entire new era of battle rap. Held that shit down. Created stars from this shit. Come on, bro. We're not gonna do that, bro. Yeah, like I will be honest. Yes, it definitely helped us. It definitely helped us. But it shouldn't be held against us because a lot of niggas would have went in there. Because I put it like this: y'all had Ultimate Madnesses after that. Was y'all just tuned in for them?
Don't do that to me, I would judge.
Because it was who we were. It was who we were. It was just a perfect storm of Fonz, Jada Nightwing, Your Honor, myself, Real Sick, fucking Ace Amin. We just had Easy the Block Captain. We had them all, bro. We just, and again, and this is another thing I always speak to, our diversity. Nobody I name sound like another person I name.
Not one person.
Not one person I name sound like any other person I name. Now, you might have some similarities with like Sick, Ace, and myself, maybe with the lyrical shit and, you know, stuff like that. You might have puncher similarities or maybe like a Rubando and Fonz and stuff like that. But how we deliver and present our shit is completely different. Tell me I'm wrong, Tony. If I'm wrong,
I'm not gonna tell you wrong because I said from the outset of Ultimate Madness 1, at the completion of that tournament, I said two things. One, these group of people that participated in this is about to be something. They about to be something. They there. Like, and I said if all the tournaments are as good as UM1, we have a problem, right? And so far, there hasn't been a tournament better, in my opinion, than the first one. Now, y'all get the ropes though with the main event of that Gotti and Nitty. That was a movie. Drake there. We can't even, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But as a tournament, all the matches, I'm talking about Fonz and Jay Kruger. If y'all don't believe me, people that's watching, go back and watch that battle and see how close Fonz
battles
was
of the year.
At 25. Yeah, it was insane. And that's the guy who won. The guy who won that battle.
That nigga Kruger, like niggas forgot. I get it because he ain't been around in a while. So what have you done for me lately? I get all that.
Right.
That nigga Kruger is one of them niggas, bro. And I say this after having, and again, let me talk my shit again. After having debatably, this is not me. This is what the fans have told me for years. That me and Kruger got one of the best PGs ever, debatably the best PG ever. I don't mean of that year of recent memory. I mean ever in battle rap. There's a large majority of people who think me and Kruger is the best PG ever.
Kid Chaos. Clean Paper and B Magic. John.
One of the best PGs ever.
Don't make me put this other cap on my head, bro. Don't make me do this. Don't do this.
Bro, I'll let my forehead shine right here on this camera, bro, and take the cap off. I'm telling you, no cap, bro. It's no cap, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you what was told. This is not me trying to get you to believe it. I'm telling you what was told to us when we walked away and when that shit dropped, the niggas talked about it. Niggas like, nah, bro, this is one of the best PGs ever, bro. This could be the best PG ever.
Bruh.
I'm not capping, bro.
Okay.
I'm not capping, bro. I wish I had Kruger number. I'll call him right now. Be like, bro, what was niggas saying when we walked up that stage, bro? Because that's the thing. Me, Noah Kruger were in URL sites like that.
Yeah.
We got done battling and walked up the stage. P said, y'all two, come upstairs real quick. And sat us down and said, both y'all in rotation.
Like that?
Straight like you know.
I'm gonna just start naming all-time PGs. Brooklyn Carter Steams.
I think
better than that.
I think ours is better. I don't think you're gonna name one that I personally think is better. Because I feel like you got two people on either side doing what they do at damn near the highest level it can be done. The crowd was engaged. Niggas was unique in their own ways. It was no gas. Nobody really knew either one of us. It was just one of those pure niggas is barking and wilding right there.
Okay. John Bill Collector.
What's up there? Again, you're not going to give me one that I personally, you're not going to, you see the glisten? You see the glisten? Stop playing with me.
You win this. You win this. You fucking win.
I'm telling you from listen. I'm an objective person, bro.
Okay.
I'm not saying it definitively is, but I'm saying we 100% deserve to be in that conversation. When you bring up the top 3, top 5 best PGs ever, you have to mention Jay Kruger versus Kid Chaos. You have to.
Okay, talk your talk.
You have to, bro.
Okay. Now let's get back on track here. Mike P versus Jack Boy Maine.
He got canceled, but if that was still going on, that would be an interesting battle. To be honest,
if that was still happening, who you got in that? Who you got in that? If that still happened, if that was gonna happen,
I would probably edge it to Jack. I think Mike on 10 is a great battle rapper, and a great rapper. You know, I just think Jack on 10. Pause. Wow.
Yo,
where's Ace Amin when you like? Hold on, man.
Yeah,
I gotta get myself correct real quick.
Right.
Literally, give me 5 more seconds.
We gotta say it. Let's sage it. Yeah.
Give me 5 more seconds, bro. I gotta get myself together because I just fucked up. So
okay.
So I gotta be fair. You feel me? If I can treat other people this way, I have to be able to hold myself accountable the same way. You feel me?
Okay. That's fair.
So in saying that, you know what I'm saying? My bad. I'm doing this to myself, okay? I'm doing this to myself, man. I beg your pardon, Chaos. But I feel like Jack Boy Maine being on 10, I feel like that's better than Mike P on 10.
Okay, fair. And
like he's just a lot more electric.
And then the lyrical battle of the night, in my opinion, Chilla Jones versus Klutz. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah,
I don't think I can give a prediction on this.
You can't.
If I've heard one person's all of their material.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't think I can give an opinion on this and niggas not be like, you know what I'm saying? Or be like, well, like you only saying this because of this. You feel what I'm saying? Outside looking in, I would say it could go 2-1 either way. If I didn't know either one of them, outside looking in, just what I saw Klutz do with Loso and JC and what Chilla Jones has done for years, I say it could go 2-1 either way.
Wow.
I say it could go 2-1 either way.
It's being looked at as like the new, you know what I mean, the up and coming like lyricist, like he's in that tree. You know what I'm saying? Like he's from that cloth. Like, and I even seen people bring up like maybe you versus him type of thing or whatever. Like what would you think of a possible matchup against Klutz?
Him, that's like literally like my little bro.
Oh,
like,
okay. Okay.
No. We both understand that that's something the fans would like to see, but we want to do it where it's like we do it on the rooftop or maybe like a light work, something like that. We want to do it where it's like we just get to rap. It ain't really a crowd thing. We want, because we really are fans of one another and each other's ability.
Right.
So it's like, bro, if we just got to go in there and just rap and didn't have to worry about shit, but just rap, we would give these niggas one of the wildest battles ever. So we think under those circumstances, we'd probably do it. But just on some humbug y'all battle, nah.
Now let me pivot to this because we got Battle of the Bay coming up. Shout out to GTX.
Crazy card.
Yeah, insane. I mean, it's just like star-studded, right?
Like, I don't know if Disaster put that together by himself, but if he is, he's a genius. Now, this is something, and I don't even say that lightly. I've already thought for years Disaster is a legit genius. I don't mean that just, he's about it. When you really look at what Disaster does and what he's done for years and the languages he speaks and all, I honestly think Disaster is a legit genius. Like, I legit think he has a wiring in his brain that is unique to 0.5% of the population. You know what I'm saying? So with saying that, I just say, like, I think that card was put together fucking amazingly, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the matchups, like you got stars on there, and this is the 10th one. You know what I mean? 10th anniversary. This is what an anniversary card is supposed to look like. What I want to ask you, though, in light of all the things that are happening with Easy the Block Captain, right? We see the controversy. We see the, things at Chrome. It's even got to the other blogs, like the black media blogs. I see them talking about it, right? Like, in light of all of that, walking into the West Coast, right? Do you feel like, as a battle rapper, because I know how I feel as media, do you get like a hit job kind of vibe to this whole situation where it's like you step into a situation that's kind of built for you not to win with everything that's going on?
And if you see me looking this way, it's literally because I have a monitor right here. So it's like I'm looking at you when I look over here. But either way, let me ask you a question. What is Disaster's strengths? What are Disaster's strengths, rather?
He takes at Disaster at peak levels takes great angles, bro. He will break you down to the nearest molecule. Like, especially if there's a huge canvas to paint on, where I could draw from different instances and embarrassing situations and wrap that around one major theme, whatever that's going to be, like what he did with Jonai, where he's talking about the styles and how you look like me, and had him sick. That's probably one of the illest post matchup pictures you will ever see. Just type it in the Googles right there. Like Disaster with a crownless head smiling while Jonai is looking like he's reconsidering his life choices. Like, Diz at peak he's going to make the crowd, the people in the world, look at you differently because he's able to take these angles. I think that's what he does particularly well to win a battle, like at elite levels when he's on 10. You know what I'm saying? And with all of that shit going on with Easy, with all the different things, and him being who he is in the culture, when he laid out his accolades, right? And this is another thing that this does. The pre-battle. Look at the accolades. And you can't go 2 years without Diz having a banner moment that changed battle rap type shit, like a seminal moment, whether it was the Cannabis debut, the Cassidy debut. You know what I'm saying? Like the battling in front of Drake with DNA. It's like it's just too many rapping other million views in other languages, right? There's too much shit that he's been a part of. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I get the sense like, damn, all this stuff going this way, we haven't got a serious Diz in a while. Like we may end up getting that, you know, even though it's a 1-round situation. It's a lot that Diz.
Not 1 round.
Yeah, we said
it's not 1 round.
It's not 1 round. Okay, it's
this
3.
This is actually the point that I was getting to. It's 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
But guess what the time limit is?
What's the time limit?
90 seconds. What is one of Diz's main? This is what I was trying to get to. What is one of Diz's main strong points? His utilization of time.
That time, yeah.
This is why I'm not saying this was Easy's call, but if it was, it's a genius fucking move to say I'll do it with 90-second rounds.
Right.
How much can he really get into in 90-second rounds?
You can't have that earth-shaking 3rd round with 90 seconds. You can't do that. You can't. Diz is
a true artist. He's a true craftsman. So I understand this because this is what I do. And I copied it from people like Diz and stuff. So I'm not saying I'm the original. I'm just saying when I watch battle rap, people like him who do this, what I'm about to explain, he builds a foundation for the point he's making and elaborates on it and drops the bomb.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? In order for the overall point he's making, he has to put you in the mindset of what he's thinking. He can't just say, this nigga got knocked out. He has to make sure he understands. I'm giving you the foundation to understand the bomb I'm about to drop. With 90 seconds, you may can do that once or twice.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
So it takes away a lot of Diz's strength. Not saying that he can't get busy in 90 seconds, nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, it's not even like he can't do it. It's necessary to fully flesh out an angle. It's necessary to take your time and establishing the baseline. You feel what I'm saying? It's like a lie detector test. You feel what I'm saying? You have to ask just some random questions and shit to just figure out how shit is going to be. Or you can really ask the questions and see how shit react. He has to establish that baseline, that foundation of, all right, this is what I'm thinking. Now I'm about to go fuck crazy. And I feel like in this, he just has to go crazy. So I feel like within that, he might focus a lot on just rapping. Of course he's going to talk about, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's going to try to really do that take your soul type of rap. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna make you rethink who you are as a man type rap or who you are as an artist type rap. I don't think he's going to really have that time to delve into it. So with that being said, I think this is going to be an interesting battle. I think it's going to be a close battle. And I feel like Easy is probably not going to get the love that Disaster is going to get in that building.
Sure.
But I think with 90-second rounds and as talented as Easy is, I don't think he's going to clearly lose. I don't think Disaster is going to clearly lose. I think it's just going to be a cool 3-round, 90-second battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to walk away from this looking at either one differently in any way. Unless Disaster has footage of something or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy like that. I feel like it's just going to be a cool battle. We're going to keep it moving. I don't think what we could have gotten from this battle is what's going to happen from this battle.
Yeah. Hey, Kid Chaos, before you go, I know you into the film and the television and so on and so forth. What are you watching that you could recommend or not recommend to people right now, as far as movies, TV, film, things that you've watched you feel like is all right, this is fire or not fire?
Right now, I'm currently in the middle of watching The Boys. I know I'm late, but I'm literally on the first season of The Boys, and that shit is fire.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, listen, The Boys is crazy, bro. That shit got me in a chokehold. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Listen,
I'm fully invested in that storyline.
Yeah, it only gets worse and dope.
Listen, that's why I'm excited, because every single person I tell that I'm fucking with that show, that's literally one of the first things they say is, bro, it gets better. You're in season 1. Oh, bro, it gets better. It gets better. I'm like, I ain't worried. Now, don't get me wrong, because it's such a popular show, certain things that happen, I'm kind of aware.
You already hip to kind of, you see the memes and all that.
Like major things, because a lot of the stuff I saw already happened in the first season. Like a lot of the clips I saw, I'm watching. I'm like, oh, this was all like in the first season. Like one of the main things I saw that made me want to watch the show is in the very first episode. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? When A-Train run through old girl at the very beginning, it's like, oh, okay, this happened in the first episode. You know what I'm saying? Then the shit with Homelander on the plane, that was another clip I saw. And then that happened like an episode or two later. I'm like, oh, okay, a lot of the shit that I remember. It's so cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, The Boys, great show that I'm watching. But as far as things that I've like completed, of course, I'm gonna say of course because some people may not like it if you're weird. But Across the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Verse, probably movie of the year so far this year for me.
I've been hearing that, man. I've been hearing
it's bro. That whoever makes those Across the Spider-Verse movie, whatever conglomerate that comes together and creates those movies, the mind, genius, bro. And I hate to keep throwing that word around, but it's just like the story, man.
Those movies are brilliant.
Animation, just every aspect of this movie is damn near perfection. I think the first movie, and it's not a lot of movies I give this to, but I think the first movie is a perfect movie.
I think so too. I think it's one of the best superhero movies ever made.
It's one of the best movies, period, of all time. I don't think superhero. I think it's literally one of the best cinematic movies ever put out.
Yeah, it's just and for what people saying, yo, if the Spider-Verse series becomes a trilogy and they get one more that's of the caliber of the first one or the second one, we're looking at the best trilogy all time. Like
I honestly don't see another trilogy I could put ahead of
that.
If they do at least meet the second one, if the third one at least meets the second one, because I think the first one 10 out of 10, the second one 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I think if they at least do another 9 out of 10, I don't see a debate. I think some people put Lord of the Rings wasn't a trilogy though, was it? It was a saga.
Yeah, well, the first one was. I mean, the first Lord of the Rings it was a trilogy, and then they kind of they did a Star Wars type of thing with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it was like trilogy, then prequel trilogy, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I ain't even counting that. I'm just saying the first. It was a 3
the first 3. It was 3.
It was 4. Okay.
Yeah, because that second one is in the stars. That might be my favorite movie. That's probably the best battle in any movie is in that second joint in the 2 towers, bro. What? Like that's
crazy, bro.
That's a battle.
Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings are 2 things I never really got into. Like I watched like the first 1 or 2, but I never like continued and really kept up with the or whatever. So it's like I understand those are 2 amazing franchises, but I don't really know much. But I only brought them up to say when people talk about great trilogies, usually I hear Lord of the Rings is like every movie was good to most people and stuff like that.
It's crazy, man. I sat down with a bunch of adult beverages and some devil's lettuce one weekend and just knocked out the whole series and was like, I see. You know what I'm saying? You know how you finish something, you like, I get why they like that over this, because this is really like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a recommendation though. Two things, and don't let the name fool you, because I know how we grew up and stuff. It wasn't as entertaining and things like that for kids, at least, right? The Star Trek, the new Star Trek series, the Strange New Worlds and the Picard joint, fire, absolutely fire. Especially Strange New Worlds, they bugging, they wild. Discovery was crazy with the black woman in the lead, like she was dope too. That's a good one, but they ain't been missing lately, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
See, this is the thing, right? Star Trek, Star Wars, never got into them. Like now, Star Wars, I know the story for the most part. I know the story because the lore of Star Wars is interesting. Right. So I remember I went on like a week or so just looking up the lore and the backstory of stuff with Star Wars. So I know a lot about it. I've watched maybe like 2 of the movies, and I think the 2 of the movies I seen were like 2 of the bad ones that niggas like be like talking shit about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really, in Star Trek, I don't really know.
Man, listen, bro. I forgive me for whoever this offends. After my 36 years on this earth, man, I can say this right now. Star Trek is better than Star Wars by a nice margin too. To me, I'm sorry who that offends, but it's up there. You know what I mean? So watch some new ones if you can. But Kid Chaos, I appreciate your time up here, man. Of course,
I appreciate
battle rap things, battle rap energy for sure, always insightful and things like that. I'm gonna give you the ISO. You talk to the fans, let them know what they need to know and things like that, and we can sign out.
First one, I haven't done an interview since it happened, and the month has passed. But I at least want to say this to all my fellas out there. Most of y'all gonna be black, man. Just take care of your mental health, man.
Right.
You matter.
Right.
You matter. And you don't matter only on the merit of what you're able to provide. You matter just for who you are. You know what I'm saying? The ways you feel, the things you do, the things you believe, they're not inherently wrong. I mean, unless they are. But in most cases, they're not inherently wrong. You're human. You make mistakes. You're imperfect. But that doesn't mean that you're less than. And it doesn't mean that the things that bother you mentally don't matter. I will say, find somebody that you can talk to. Find some brothers, you know what I'm saying? Find a mentor, whoever. Find somebody you can vent to, because it's good for us as men to be stoic, to be strong. I'm not saying that that's something that we shouldn't do. But we should also understand that our emotions and mental health matter. And when it's affected, we should take it serious, because that can lead to things that will be detrimental, not just for you, but also for the people you're trying to provide and protect. You know, so take care of yourself. Secondly, yeah, I'm one of the fucking best battle rappers of all time.
Talking shit.
Like, niggas really can't fuck with me bar for bar. Niggas only can fuck with me on like for like, in the sense of, oh, I like this nigga. Because this is one thing I've learned about me. I've always been, and this is no bragging shit, whatever, but I've always been somebody that women found attractive, and I was able to get money, nothing like that. So I never had to force people to like me. I always crafted my character and my personality on being right, on being logical. I never crafted my personality on being liked in any way, shape, or form. I never gave a fuck about being liked. So I think I'm now in this arena where everybody is infatuated with being liked, and I don't give a fuck. Now, I'm not saying I don't give a fuck if I have fans or nothing like that. I'm saying, as far as who I am, I'm gonna be me. If that don't fuck with you, bro, block me, never talk to me again. I promise you I won't give a fuck. I've never put too much stake into having strangers who, if they saw me on the side of the street burning up, wouldn't even piss on me to put the fire out. I don't put too much stake into how these people think about me. Right? So I started to say I'm one of the best. I don't give a fuck what niggas talking about. The only thing you can do is hope that you battle me and niggas just dislike me more than they dislike you. That's the most you can do. You can't out-rap me. Unless you're Danny Myers or Jada Nightwing on those nights. But either way. Man, listen, I appreciate all the fans, supporters, all jokes aside. I appreciate everybody who rock with me. Follow me, Kid Chaos MIA, on all social media platforms. Definitely got like 2 battles in the work for August and September, URL, all that shit. So just, you know what I'm saying, stay tuned. I'm gonna still be working. I'm trying to make sure I make the champion list 2 years in a row. And even though it was bullshit having certain people ahead of me, let's keep this.
Here we go.
About this.
Who was bullshit? Who?
Can you give me any reason why Snake Eyes was ahead of me on that list?
You know what? See, we gonna do this. This is what we doing.
Nah, bro. I really want you to keep it real, my nigga. I started out that I battled that year. I can't remember. Earlier that year, I had one of the best run rounders with B-Dot. Battle EK. Beat him. Battle First Lady Flames. First battle on Light Work. First winner and all that shit. Beat her. Battle Verb, and debatably the most controversial battle of the year.
But why don't the way that came out was crazy, like, because people when it actually came out with the verses and all that other stuff, we didn't know what to really do with that, because there was a reshoot and all that other stuff. You had it. I mean, it was dope. I wouldn't have gave him the reshoot. I remember at the time saying, like, there's no way I'm giving no reshoot, man.
I understand certain people thinking that, right? This is my thing. Like Swamp said this earlier in his spaces, and if you're a competitor, you get it. That's why it's so weird when certain battlers would say, I'm like, you would do the same thing. Stop fucking lying. If you're a true competitor. And a true competitor, you ain't trying to, bro. If me and a nigga say we about to square up the fight,
yeah.
As soon as we throw our dukes up, that nigga have a seizure and fall out, I'm not gonna beat his ass and then brag. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, come on, bro, come on. And boom, he done. I still on a nigga 3 times and be like, I'll beat this nigga ass.
Right.
Nah, I'm gonna be like, bro, get up. Get up, bro. Like, get man, like, I mean, unless it's, don't get me wrong, unless it's like one of them situations, then I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you. But if it's something where it's like it's not there enough where we can actually meet up and fight and it don't go no further,
sure.
Then nigga, I'm gonna at least let you get. And this, so the point I analogize that because this nigga was fucking up the whole battle. I'm talking about, bro, y'all have no idea how hilarious that shit was to look around the room and watch, you know, some legends, some battlers on that shit just drop their head like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? DNA talk all that shit, but the first thing DNA, as I'm standing there, Verb walks off. I'm just standing there just waiting like, I'm just gonna wait here until he get done throwing up, I guess, or whatever. This nigga DNA walking to me, that man, hey man, you know, real legends don't do that, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. And keep it moving. And keep it moving. On my kids. On my kids.
God.
So, but then you gonna get online. That's what I mean by niggas just say shit. And if you're popular, niggas just run with it. Then you get online. You stupid, Chaos. I mean, you stupid. You should have done that, man. You let a legend, Nigga, you just told me legends don't do that.
Right.
Now he a legend in public eyes, though. You just said it, and it wasn't just to me. It was people around when he said it. It's like, nigga, you just contradicted yourself to make a point. And so I said to say I had one of the most controversial battles of the year. I don't care what niggas say. I won the battle and I won the money. And if you look on the app, what history is going to show is that I won. The only thing he won on was the vote because people were surprised it wasn't as bad as everybody heard. That's the only thing that was. Everybody heard, oh, this nigga, oh, he was terrible, Chaos. He didn't do nothing. And then they edited it so perfectly. Yeah. Where it seemed like, for the most part, he got his shit off clean. So now it wasn't even the merit of the bars. It was just in that moment, it wasn't as bad as we thought. And then, of course, it's Verb, huge fan base against me, fan base. So he won by like 50 votes. Thousands of people voted. He won by like 50 votes. That's because it was just a surprise. But when it went on the app, what did it like on the app? He's losing by a wide margin. He's losing by a wide margin. Yeah. So all right, after that, then you got Sheed. Debatably one of the best battles of the year.
Great battle.
Debatably one of the best battles of the year. I only take a little dip with Jerry West on volume. And still has some, I swear to God, bro. Yeah. You go back and listen to some of the shit I said in that battle, bro. It pisses me off that niggas was just looking at me while I'm rapping this shit. I'm like, y'all niggas here, bro. Like, y'all like Jerry like this. Y'all was just going crazy for the same shit when I battled Sheed. But now I'm in front of Jerry West. And like these y'all niggas don't want to react. What the fuck is this?
It'd be like that. Hey, Chaos, man. I look, we're gonna have to table this.
I'm about to say, bro, like, listen, like, well, you lucky I thought about that shit late.
I know, because I was waiting. I'm like, he's gonna bring it up, but we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, bro. Always welcomed up here and things like that, man. Best of luck to you. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in tune, all right?
Hold it down, bro. Appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Caroline in the building, Kid Chaos, you know what I'm saying? URLTV.tv. Go watch the brothers battles, man. I said Pride of Great. You know what I mean? Go watch the C3 battle, the Mike P battle. You know what I'm saying? Keep asking him, like, you know what I mean, who he wants to see battle and things of that nature. But don't go nowhere. We about to get on with the fellas and all that on the show. We're going to talk and go through a bunch of subjects. We're going to have fans come up and supporters and people that's in tune with what's going on with this battle rap thing. And we're going to talk, man. Black Compass Media. Tone, bro, y'all be good. Wash y'all hands. Hug y'all kids. Black Compass Media. We out here. Peace.